Actually, they're not doing yesterday.
Wow, he's good.
Alright, folks, so we are now traveling on the longest underground navigable river in the United States of America. Basically, what that means is there's 7 different caves that offer boat tours like this. This is the longest one in the country you can actually go on.
Yep, especially after the rain.
So as far as the depth of the water, it's about 5 to 8 feet deep on average throughout the tour route, but the deepest point is actually going to be 21 feet. It's pretty deep. Now, like I said, the water conditions are pretty good, so we should be able to see some northern blind cavefish in here, as well as the northern blind crawfish. We'll probably also see some frogs and stuff as well. There's a crawfish right there. It's in pretty well.
Oh man, I missed it.
There's a blind fish right there. It's stuck down there on that rock. It's got more to see. We'll see it.
Oh,
There it is. Hey, Bubba.
See another one? Yep. So go ahead and watch your heads for me as we go through this little tight spot right here. They can tell the water levels up a little bit, just like through there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not that close to your head. There's crawfish over here as well on that little ridge. I've not dropped any. We actually had a tour guide last week dropped like 2 or 3 in a day. I don't think she's ever dropped a flashlight until that day, and she dropped like 2 or 3.
Fish.
There's a bunch of flashlights on that one.
That's cool.
5 to 8 feet deep on average. The deepest point is actually 21 feet. So right here, these are going to be the largest formations of the tour we're going to talk about. This is what we call the elephant's head. You got its eye right here, its ear right here, and its trunk going up. I've also just called flying camel. I think that looks like a pterodactyl, but you got this flying camel, you got its head, its neck, its hump, and its wing right there. Just to do drapery formation. Then right here, this is what we call the flow stones or rock of ages. So flow stones because the water flows down it, and that calcite builds up over time. You can see that water. That calcite builds up over time, and it's actually believed to be 600,000 years old. That's where it gets its name, the rock of ages, right? If you think if you're peaking now, that's 100 years worth of growth on the formation. So just by looking at that, you can get a pretty good idea of how old it is. Has anybody ever been here before? Nope. First time also, that means I can lie to you, right? Right there is a panfish in that little pocket. Now those blind fish, it doesn't look like it, they actually live to be 100 years old. The reason they're pale white color is because there's no sunlight down here at all. that's their internal organs, you're able to see straight through them because they're so white.
So they're like glass frogs?
What's that?
So they're like glass frogs?
Glass frogs?
Yeah, you can see their organs when you shine a flashlight through them.
Yes, I would say it's very similar, but yeah, do glass frogs live in caves or are they just
I believe they live in the Everglades.
Okay. Some of these corners are going to be kind of tight right here.
No, it's just I didn't just get.
There's about 3 crawfish, 4 crawfish, and a cavefish right through here. Deep down in there. It's really, really good today. You guys see these white spots on the rock? Any guesses on what causes those to form?
The boats?
Yeah, bad driving, right? Stole my joke. Dang it.
Bad
Usually
sailing.
people don't get that.
More like bad sailing.
There's no sails in.
Exactly.
Oh.
It's my second year doing it. Had no problems yet, so.
Fish.
Yeah, we had a 14-year that worked here for a while, and whenever he would do his tours, that scared people. I'm on 14.
Watch your head.
So we're going to be going through here, and this is the one part you guys can reach up and touch if you'd like. Usually get under it, but it might be a little bit close if we get under it today, just because of how water is. Another couple reasons why I want you to touch that, that's all pure limestone, so that actually won't hurt anything. But I also want to tell you not to touch something you want to touch it, so I have to let you get it out of your system where it doesn't matter, right? You guys want that wet slimy stuff up there, that's that food. Thank you for cleaning.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, on tour guide, I make really bad jokes, you have to laugh and pretend they're funny, okay? Thank you. So anybody here from out of state? About 90% of people we get are from Indiana, but actually we have more people from out of country than we do Rowan County. Wow. We rarely have anybody from Rowan County.
Can you do the kayaking tours too?
I don't. I'd like to get trained in it though, because I think that'd be pretty cool.
So that's a different route than this one.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour route downstream. We're moving upstream right now. We actually had Red Bull, the stunt company, the energy drink company. They came here and they did a bunch of stunts downstream. They took electric surfboards. They were going about 40 miles an hour through there, and they kept hitting their shoulders off the rock, so they had to keep reshooting it over and over again.
You watch that?
I wasn't here for it, but I got some of the works of it because they started sending us crates of Red Bull every month. So it's pretty Yeah, a bunch of hats, t-shirts, stickers, everything.
Free merch.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you'll see a bunch of people usually drinking Red Bull here in the morning.
Really with the wings.
Mm-hmm. So for you guys that got the one-way tickets, that's a good spot to hang them right there by their t-shirts, we believe. So keep that in mind. Seriously, here in Bedford, Indiana, we are one of the, I guess we are the limestone capital of the world. Most people don't know that. It means something to us, not a lot to other people though. But we have a lot of limestone quarries, and they take that, the quarries, they quarry out those rocks, and they put it in famous buildings that you might know, like the Empire State Building, Yankee Stadium, the Pentagon, even different parts of the White House right now are being remodeled with this limestone. And if you look through here, it looks like a lot of quarries we have here in Bedford.
that before?
No, so snakes should have been this because I couldn't see any snakes. I heard the conversation earlier. But, yeah, so snakes are cold blooded, so they don't like this kind of the temperatures. It's 52 to 54 degrees in the water and the air temperature year round. So they just try and stay happy here. There's a crawfish right there on that ledge.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool stuff.
Yeah, that one.
I thought the electric motor has to be raised.
Oh, yeah.
Some more sticks. Possibly wooden plank. What do you do?
Look straight ahead. It looks like you can see the bottom, right?
Wow.
What that actually is you're seeing is just the reflection of the light. But it's pretty trippy. The first time I ever came down here and saw that, I was like freaking out the whole time. Like, what's going on? My bad. I'm over here. Yeah, you gotta hear the stories I can tell people. I can tell people I've had 12 Amish people yodeling for an hour on a boat underground. Oh, yeah. Make my job easy because then I can talk the whole time. They're just yodeling away. Got one Hispanic dude who didn't speak very good English, and I had 12 Amish people. And the one Hispanic dude comes up to me before the tour, he's like, "Is this the right boat?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir, it is." He's very confused. Those Amish people, every time they come back, they ask for Carson because they want me to drive the boat for them, I guess. I don't know. Yes. Yeah.
What's the deepest point then?
The deepest point's right here, 21 feet. Literally right here on this side. It's shallow over here, and it slopes down quite a bit. Look at that 17-year-old barrel buffalo per minute. So, we're gonna talk about a few things here. So, this straight passage we just traveled through is a 600-foot long passage that we call the Straits of Gibraltar. Now, if that's the Straits of Gibraltar right there, what do you think this rock's called? That'd be a good guess. It's Dwayne Rock Johnson. So, got our straight passage. Show you Straits of Gibraltar. Now, obviously, this is the rock of Gibraltar right here. And you guys remember how I talked about chemical erosion, how it leaves those perfectly flat cuts? If you look up at the ceiling, it's all perfectly flat through there, right? What actually happened is the rock